from Midway Wool, and I wanted to talk to you today about punch needle. It's one of my favorite crafts, and you get just little small kind of pieces of art. And these are some of the designs that I have drawn for Midway Wool. These patterns are available at Midway Wool, threads available, and all the equipment that you need. Just showing you some of the patterns that I've done. This little series of little rabbits for every season. And just want to talk to you about punch needle and the equipment that you'll need, which is all available at Midway Wool. We start out with, put these away so that you can see, you'll need a punch needle, and I love this Ultra Punch, and I'll go over why this is such a great punch. You'll need a punch, and then you'll need a locking hoop, and that's important because it keeps your fabric drum tight. You can hear, and that's important to keep your stitches, and this also available at Midway Wool. You'll need some very small, very sharp scissors. I love these. I love that I can protect them and keep them sharp, protect them from getting a burr on them. Also Midway Wool, and lots of thread at Midway Wool too. So to start out, you also need weaver's cloth, which again you can get at Midway Wool. It's important to start with a weaver's cloth because it's a combination of 45, 55 cotton poly, and that will keep your stitches in, and it can, resist the punching of this needle that's quite sharp. Okay. Just want to talk about the Ultra Punch and why I like it so much. I like it for the fact that I can retract that needle and I can protect it and travel with it, take it anywhere, and my needle is protected. The other thing that is so great is you can change the length that you're punching on the fly. You don't even have to rethread. And so that is so fun. If you want to get something, this is out to the 12, and that will give you a really fluffy punch. Or keep it down here at 1 or 2 where I usually punch, and that's where I usually do my projects. Now I punched, you can see this is a 1 all the way up to a 12, and you can see how fluffy that is. And I would encourage you to, do this same thing. Get everything loaded and practice and play around and see what you like. Because there are some applications where you might want that much of a fluff to accent something, but I usually punch down in here for my projects. So now I'm going to show you the other thing that's so great about Ultra Punch. It is made right here in USA, and I think that's fantastic if we can support things that are manufactured right here, support local people. So let's go ahead and load this up. To start with, when your punch comes, you will have to kind of put it together. There are 3 needles. There's a small, medium, and large. I usually use that small needle, and the way you load it up, there's a little tiny triangle right there. You line that up with the triangle on the body, and it will come out, and then you can interchange the heads. This goes right back in, twist it, and then it does need the tapered spring. I like to put it together right here in my hand so I can make sure that it's going through the end. Then this goes right in, and then I can put it on level 2 where I punch. Now let's punch it. You want to think through, you want the source, your thread, to be coming here. I'm left-handed, I do turn it around. So you put your needle threader, and it does need to be a longer needle threader. You'll find shorter ones in the store, but you do need the long one, so keep track of it. It comes with your punch. I like to put my finger in and get a nice big area for me to be successful. Put your thread through and then just pull. So that's threaded, but now we need to thread the eye of the needle. Sometimes you can moisten it with your, put it in your mouth and thread through, but I usually like to just put my threader again through the eye of the needle, thread again, and pull through. And then you're set. Just get this out of the way. this can be a little fiddly. And I like to make sure I just get in the habit of pulling a really long thread, because as you're getting set up, the easiest thing to do is pull that thread right back through and you'll be threading again. So pull, give yourself a nice long thread to maneuver with, and then you can get started. I usually will then, when I'm ready, I pull back and you want it down to just a little bit of a tail, and then you're ready to punch. And this thread I'm using, this is DMC that I have split. This is the other half of that DMC. I split it all at once using this little, it's called a spinner. It's like a fishing lure. And I just put a ponytail holder on. And Jen has these available in the shop as well. But you can split a whole skein of DMC all at once, and it's really slick. So that's the end of part one. I'm next going to show you, actually we'll do some punching next.